Okay, y'all, I got some happy mail and I can't wait for us to open it together. Let's go. So I actually just finished doing a whole nother tray of soil blocks, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be planting in these. But y'all, look at these peas being great, and those beets. So crazy. Yesterday, these were not half this size, which blows my mind. I was so shocked when I walked into the greenhouse and saw how tall these were. I absolutely love it. And you can see the roots down there. So cool. I was super happy to see that these beets germinated, because y'all remember I was telling you I wanted beets to grow so bad because I actually love to juice beets. Beets are so good for us, and the juice is detoxifying, and I just really love it. It's sweet. And so I'm so happy. Somebody did comment and say that they get really good germination when they soak their beet seeds overnight, and so I'm going to try that method as well. All of our plant babies are hanging in there, trying to grow. Okay, back to the main event. Yes, I purchased bare roots, thornless blackberries from Amazon, and we are going to open this up together and see what this is all about. I paid about $22, I believe it was, for 2 bushes, and so that's a really great price. It's a great deal. I feel like anything that's perennial like that is worth the investment, and that is actually really affordable. I believe it's affordable. And so, because once you plant them and they start growing, they produce year after year. And so we're going to open this up and see what it looks like. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see together? Okay, here we go. Let's take a peek. Okay. Let's see. So honestly, I was not expecting any green leaves. First of all, I was not expecting it to be green. I don't know. I just thought it was just going to be some sticks in there. So cool. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. Okay, yeah, and it's just wrapped, like the soil bottom is just wrapped. And it's green, y'all. Oh, because you know what I did? I ordered 2. So I have 4 right here. Because I ordered 2, 1 to go on each of the trellises. 2 to go on each of the trellises. Oh my goodness. This is what we got, y'all. This is what we got. That is cool. I'm happy about it. I'm happy about how it looks, because I wasn't expecting for it to be so alive. So that's very cool. Very cool. Okay, let's just set this up here for now. Perfect. So I also found a couple other really great things on Amazon that was on sale. One is this mesh. So because it's that season, we need to cover up our brassicas, right? It's that season. So I found this mesh right here online, y'all, for $3. So it was $3 a pack. So I bought 3 packs, and it was actually more inexpensive to buy the three of the $3 packs than it was just to buy the bigger mesh. And so I got this, and I already took 1 out, and it's a really big size. Let's see if this says the size on here though. This is you know what, they doing that in meters. They playing. So this is the mesh. That's what it looks like. And so I'm going to be getting some PVC pipe and making some hoops for the beds and using this mesh on the top of there. So that's fun. Okay, so I also bought some seeds, and I do want to talk about the seeds, but before I do that, I want to show you guys what I got in bulk. And I'm so happy about this because buying bags after bags after bags of this stuff really gets pricey. And so I bought this vermiculite in bulk. This is 25 quarts, and it was like, I'll throw up the real math, the actual math on the screen, but I believe that it was like 3 cents per ounce or something like that. It was such a great price. So I got this in bulk, and then I also bought, I'm going to bring you in close. So this is what the vermiculite looks like. And for all you beginner gardeners who haven't experienced vermiculite, or maybe you heard it in passing, vermiculite is really, really great, especially if you're planting in a pot or you're going to be planting your seeds in a cell tray. It's good to have this in the mix because it actually absorbs moisture. So you have to water a little bit less. And then the other thing that I purchased was Perlite. And this is also 25 quarts, and it was the same price as a vermiculite. A big old bag, and this is what it looks like. And the perlite is going to help with the aeration so that there's good drainage in the soil. And so I'm so happy. This is the cheapest I've found these two products. I've not found them at this price anywhere. Definitely not at any of our local stores. Okay, so back to these onions. I am going to be starting onions from seed. I am still trying to pinpoint the best time to plant them from seeds. I kind of rather do it sooner than later, just because I want to make sure I have plenty of starts. And what I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to do at least a whole tray of onions, because last year, and I want to sow them in potting soil because I had the best success I've ever had, and that was last year when they were planted actually in a crate, and that crate had potting soil. And so this year, I feel like every year I'm learning a little bit more, and I'm getting a little bit better at navigating what I need to do. And so I definitely am going to be planting onions in a nice, loomy, aerated soil so that we can have the best success. I'm probably going to densely sow them. I did the dense sowing method, and the year that I did it, the first year that I tried it, they sprouted beautifully, and you can actually separate them. You don't really have to worry about them being sensitive on their roots or anything like that. But I left the container outside, and then we had a hard freeze. And so that was a whole thing. I wouldn't do that this time. Obviously, we now have a greenhouse. We didn't have a greenhouse then. I am going to do the dense sow method and then go ahead and plant them, pot them in some nice loomy soil and let them grow a bit before planting them in the ground. And another thing that I recently learned is that there's 3 different areas, and depending on what your area is, that's the type of onions that you want to plant. And so I'll definitely pop that up on the screen so that you guys can see that as well. But I didn't know we were in the short zone, and so there's short varieties that you need to actually plant for your zone. And it isn't like zone like how we have 5A, 5B, 6A, 6B. I'm in South Carolina and I'm in zone 8B. It isn't like that. So that's really cool. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be looking into and trying to figure out when to plant. But I got these Texas early grano because this was on the list for planting when you're in that short day. In my area, we are supposed to plant short day onion varieties. And so that's what this is. I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens. So I know some of you were wanting to know, what flowers am I starting for our fall and winter season? I'm going to be planting some more of the asters because they were so beautiful in the spring. They were definitely one of my favorite flowers that I've never seen or planted, and I'm hooked. I definitely want to plant as many of those as possible, and so I'm going to be planting some more. I found this dwarf aster mix. It has a lot more colors than the one that I planted in the spring. The one that I planted in the spring was purple with that really pretty pale yellow in the inside, just absolutely gorgeous. And I am going to be planting some more of that variety in the spring, and they should be popping up because they are perennial, and I did let the seeds just fall where they land, and so we'll see how many of those pop up. But other than these, I'm also going to be planting some more calendula. I'm going to be planting a ton of this because I have a ton of seeds, and so I'm going to be planting this. The last time I just did a bulk seeding of it, where I just put the soil down and sprinkled it just really like in a bulk way. This time I'm probably going to be planting them in my cell trays or doing some soil blocks, but these are the two flowers that I'm going to be planting from seed. And on top of that, it's actually time to plant spinach. And so I want to plant a ton of spinach, which is what I want to put in these soil blocks. Spinach is just one of those things, you either have good success with it or you don't. Last year, I had great success with spinach in the green stock. And so because I want to plant a whole bed of spinach, I'm going to try to plant these in the. So at some point the recording stopped and I did not finish what I was going to say. So what I was saying was, my plan was to plant the spinach in the soil blocks, which is what you see me doing right here. I just popped a couple seeds in there, and then I'm just covering it with that vermiculite, and I am hoping for the best. Okay, so I definitely want to take a look at these carrots. Let's open it up and see. Whoa, look at that. Isn't that wild? Maybe it's been 4 days, but I can tell you that none of the carrot seeds on the bed outside is looking like this, and I've not sprayed this again. So I've just kept it closed, and it's been in the greenhouse, and it has incredible germination. That is so awesome. Okay, so same day, different shirt. I was just thinking, like, I think it's relatable. I think it's very relatable that I am gardening in between my work schedule. I work and then I try to run home and do what I can in the garden as quickly as possible. And that's what happened today. I was out here and I was doing all the things with you guys, and then I had to run off to work, but I had to change because your girl was in here sweating. Even though it's cooling off, I was still in the greenhouse and I got hot. It's very relatable. I know I'm not the only one running between work and the garden. So I just think that these sweet potato flowers are just so gorgeous. This is my first year experiencing them and I am in love. I just never want them to end. Oh my goodness. For the most part, the sweet potatoes still look really, really great. And so it's going to be a little while before it's time to actually harvest them, which I'm grateful for. I will clearly have to harvest before our first frost, but I'm going to try to hang on as long as possible because this whole trellis is giving so much life. This beautiful ama is starting to flower again, and it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, that dark deep purple is just absolutely gorgeous. So this curly mustard seed definitely wins for germination. Like, the germination with those seeds are wild. In every pocket in this section, there's so many little sprouts, but then so many of these seeds haven't sprouted yet. The Chinese lettuce, the MI Gardner seed, the lettuce seed. We have a little bit of blue lettuce that I can see, so that's good. Some chicory seed is starting to pop up. So the pak choi has popped up really nicely, which makes me so happy because I love pak choi. So yummy, stir fried. The kale. So we do have some kale that's popped up in some of the cells. So I'm probably going to give these about 3 more days to kind of pop up, and then if they don't pop up by then, I'm just going to re-sow them. I see carrot germination. I didn't see it from far away, so I came up close to water it, y'all, and yes, this is about the same that we saw inside the little container in the greenhouse. That is so exciting. So this is the new arch that we recently put up, and this is where I want to plant the thornless blackberries. I think that they would go really great here. So I'm going to put 2 over there and 2 over here and allow this arch to be their home. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful. So beautiful. This is definitely a different type of string bean. What did I plant, y'all? What did I plant? Look how beautiful those are. I wonder if these are the jade. These are the jade green beans. This is how the little pods start. So cute. They're so firm. I'm gonna pick some. They're right there. Ooh, lots of aphids and an ant on that one. That's one thing I've learned is aphids absolutely love pole beans. They actually don't attack any of our bush beans, but any pole beans, they're like all up on there. I've never had these, and so I'm really excited to try them. Wow. I just tried to chew one and it's super tough. Okay, good to know. I still actually have one pretty big item coming from Amazon, and I cannot wait to show you guys what it is. I've never bought this from Amazon, and so I have no idea what to expect, but I'm excited about it. So I'd love to know what you've purchased from Amazon that has been so great for your garden, or something that you just found that was just a super good price and you just want to tell somebody about it, because we love sharing our deals. We definitely do. So definitely leave that down below. I'd also love to know if you've purchased any of these things that I showed you today. I feel like it's a good deal. I've not seen blackberry bushes for $12 a piece, and so I'm excited to see how they do. It was super convenient because it was delivered to me, and so I think that I'm going online to see what else they have that are bare root fruits, because that would be amazing. I want to add more fruit to the main part of the garden. I just want to interplant everything. I think that it's going to be an amazing spring next year, just kind of breaking out of my own mind of what I think that things are supposed to be like, and just doing something different. Y'all know these mosquitoes is out here trying to take my life. So I'm gonna go ahead and mosey on inside. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Take care. Until next time.